Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now on WWAY at 5, a mother charged in the death of her baby boy.
I told.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
That's the most famous thing I'm recognized for that I have nothing to do with.
It won the Grammy. Yeah, that's it. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, what's up? I'm Fly.
Get way better local news updates anytime, like WWAY on Facebook. Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Scott Dean with your forecast first.
Well, we ended up seeing a few more clouds out there than yesterday, but we're also seeing some sunshine with some scattered clouds as we're looking across the port city down the Cape Fear River. And as promised, we saw a few scattered showers across the area, and temperatures were very pleasant. We'll show you where the showers are right now, coming up in just a bit, and also talk about more showers as we head closer to the weekend. WWAY News Channel 3 at 5 starts right now.
Live, local, interactive. You are watching WWAY News Channel 3 at 5.
Now on WWAY at 5, a mother charged in the death of her baby boy. Thanks for joining us tonight. For News at 5, I'm Hannah Patrick.
And I'm Daniel Seamens. Mackenzie Henderson has the night off. A New Ann Arbor County woman is facing charges after a medical examiner's report noted negligence in the death of her infant.
Deputies say they responded to a home in the 6700 block of Carolina Beach Road earlier this month due to the death of a 2-month-old. Deputies say the baby boy died while sleeping in a bed with Candace Nicole Smith. On Tuesday, deputies received the final report from the medical examiner's office and say the report indicated negligence. Smith was arrested yesterday and charged with involuntary manslaughter. She's being held under a $250,000 bond.
Bladen County deputies say 2 men are facing charges in a murder investigation. Deputies say around 9 this morning in Clarkton, Brian Bellamy died from a gunshot wound to the head. Witnesses told deputies a car pulled up, called out for the victim, and then shot him. Deputies say the suspects, 24-year-old Christopher Smith and 38-year-old Haywood Lewis, turned themselves in around 11 and are now charged with first-degree murder.
In the courtroom, the trial continues for the former police officer accused of killing a Brunswick County teen. The other officers on scene of that Southport shooting incident testified today. Coming up at 6, WWAY's Taylor Yakowenko will have more from the courtroom where emotions ran high.
The Forestry Service says the woods fire that burned thousands of acres in Brunswick County is now contained. Officer Chris Meggs says crews will be on the scene for the next 2 or 3 days, though, for cleanup. According to Meggs, 2 hunting cabins were destroyed in the fire, but no other structures were harmed and no one was hurt. Meggs says the cause of the fire hasn't been determined yet and it is still under investigation.
And a spokesman with the NC Forest Service urges residents of Brunswick County to postpone any burning until there's some decent rain. A spokesman tells WWAY there are 3 active wildfires in the state, and they hope folks will wait for some rain, even if they plan to burn a little pile. They said it only takes seconds for the small pile to be a large wildfire.
Now, fires like the one we've been covering in Brunswick County take a lot of manpower to put out. WWAY's Madison Morgan has more on local volunteer fire departments and the changes they're seeing, changes that could affect the response time to an emergency near your home.
During a fire, every pair of hands counts, but now there are multiple factors leading to a decline in volunteer firefighters. According to the National Volunteer Fire Council, volunteers make up 69% of firefighters in the country. But the organization says the number of volunteers has declined by 12% since 1984. Many communities in the Cape Fear rely on their volunteer departments. Officials say increases in training and demand, as well as flexibility with full-time jobs, are keeping volunteers away. Volunteer Fire Chief Doug Todd says it's not easy.
There's a lot of training demands that's put on the volunteers as far as trying to get the hours they need to be able to do what we need them to do.
Coming up at 6 o'clock, we'll hear from some of those volunteer firefighters about why they give their time. In Brunswick County, Madison Morgan, WWAY News Channel 3.
Donations are rolling in for an Onslow County firefighter who lost his own home in a fire earlier this week. It happened Tuesday afternoon just outside of Jacksonville. The fire chief for the Half Moon Volunteer Fire Department says the homeowner, Robert Moncrief, was building a shed outside of the home when he realized his house was on fire. Moncrief is a firefighter aboard Camp Lejeune and at Half Moon Volunteer Fire Department. He even ran inside to try to save some of his pets. He rescued 2 dogs, but 2 cats died. The home was a total loss, but the cause is still under investigation. We'll have more from his family at 6.
It is your voice, your vote. A Brunswick County Commission candidate is claiming another candidate does not live in the district. The Brunswick County Board of Elections is going to hold a full hearing on the candidate's protest. Board Director Sarah Knotts says candidate Alan Lewis submitted a protest claiming candidate Louis Lewis does not live in the district. The hearing will be held Wednesday, May 4th at 9 a.m.
Pender County officials are pushing the need for a Hampstead bypass on U.S. Highway 17, despite the Department of Transportation not categorizing it as a priority for state funding. Commissioner David Williams says it is extremely disappointing that it was not deemed significant enough. Surf City and Topsail Beach mayors agree. The county manager says commissioners have hired a lobbyist and they're going to continue pushing it on lawmakers.
Donald Trump says he believes transgender people should be able to use whichever bathroom they choose. Speaking at a town hall event this morning, the Republican candidate for president said North Carolina's so-called bathroom law has caused unnecessary strife. Trump added that if Caitlyn Jenner were to walk into Trump Tower, she could use whichever bathroom she wanted.
He was a music superstar known for his own original style, and fans are stunned today by news that Prince is dead at the age of 57. His publicist says he was found dead at his home near Minneapolis. Prince became widely known in the 1980s with albums like Purple Rain. When he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2004, he was hailed as someone who created a synthesis of black funk and white rock that served as a blueprint for cutting-edge music in the 80s. We'll have more on Prince's life and legacy coming up in Good Evening Wilmington.
Scott has an update on the rain popping up in the area and headed our way. We also take a look back at Thalian Hall in our Throwback Thursday segment.
And more evacuations are underway in Texas, where the waters continue to rise.
Plus, General Motors is smiling big time. How big of a profit the automaker is reporting.
Plus, some Cape Fear Community College students show off their electrifying skills on 2 wheels.
You're watching WWAY News Channel 3 at 5 with Daniel, Mackenzie, and Scott with weather. Now, Chief Meteorologist Scott Dean with your Storm Track 3 forecast.
All right, we start you off with a pretty shot from our Winnebago Towers. You can see some puffy white cumulus clouds out there mixed in with some blue sky and some sunshine. We have had a few scattered showers, especially in the inland locations, but we also still have a air quality alert. This has been expanded and extended, as you can see, for Brunswick County and now New Hanover County, and this is in effect all the way until midnight tomorrow night. So if you're one of those folks that's sensitive to poor air quality with some of those smoke particles in the air, you might want to take some precautions to limit your time outside. This should improve as the fire has been contained. Now, we do have a few scattered showers that have now moved into Sampson County, but still a few showers right on the Bladen County line just to the east of White Lake, and you can see actually some heavier rain over towards Harrells, where there's some lightning and thunder. And earlier on, we had those showers pushing up through Columbus and Bladen County and some very spotty showers pushing into Pender County. For the rest of the evening, it should be very pleasant out there, and I think any showers will be very isolated. In fact, most areas are probably done with the rain as that little disturbance moves up to the north as we go into the 9 o'clock hour. Most areas will still be quite mild in the upper 60s, and looks like we'll end out the evening on a dry note. But rain chances will be increasing, and we'll talk about now how it looks, how it might impact some of your weekend plans. All the details coming up. Daniel?
All right. Thank you, Scott. For Throwback Thursday this week, we're looking at one of the most historic buildings, not just in Wilmington, not just in North Carolina, but in the entire country. Wilmington's City Hall shares a home with Thalian Hall, one of the most significant theaters in the nation. It was built in 1858. It's gone through a number of renovations, including those seen in these photos in the early 1940s. A citizens committee planned the renovation, and the whole community worked together to bring the theater back to its former grandeur. When it reopened to the public, folks got a 2-for-1 showing of the plays Box and Cox and the Romances. It's a great place, signature spot here in historic Wilmington.
Sometimes when I'm out and about reporting or going to city council, I forget how historic Wilmington is, but that building always kind of catches my eye, something inside or on the ceiling.
Got the nice uplighting now. So yeah, it has just a good, significant, iconic place for us.
Yeah. How great. All right, well, do you drive a Volkswagen that was affected by the emissions controversy? A new agreement could mean you can sell it back to the automaker.
And we have liftoff. What is so special about this plane that is headed on a very long journey?
We're heading into Bladen County to find out all there is to know about Elizabethtown. Come out and join us tomorrow for the next stop in our This Is the Place road trip. Daniel Seamens will be there. It's presented by Full Fork Heating and Cooling. And don't forget to go online to WWAYTV3.com/thisistheplace to enter to win a weekly prize from WWAY and a grand prize from Full Fork. A federal judge says an agreement between Volkswagen and the U.S. government will give people who bought cars that were rigged to cheat on emissions tests the option of having the automaker buy them back or fix them. Senior U.S. District Judge Charles Breyer says the long-awaited settlement agreement will include a fund for corrective efforts over the excess pollution, and Volkswagen will be required to commit other money to promote green automotive technology. He did not, however, give details of how more than 480,000 vehicles would be repaired. Rising water has forced a Texas city to evacuate residents. The mayor of Wharton called for a mandatory evacuation today. It comes after the National Weather Service forecasted the Colorado River cresting at 48 feet tonight. The riverbank's full stage is 20 feet, and it's considered in major flood stage at 43 feet. Parts of Texas have been inundated with heavy rains for several days, causing dangerous and deadly flooding. Authorities have uncovered another major drug tunnel linking California to Mexico. The narrow passageway is about a half-mile long, and officials say it has an elevator, lights, and a ventilation system. Inside, agents found dozens of marijuana packages that weighed nearly 2,000 pounds. Late last year, investigators found a similar but smaller drug tunnel that also led to the same communities. A solar plane has taken off from Hawaii after windy conditions caused a brief delay. The Swiss-made Solar Impulse 2 is heading to California as part of its journey around the world using only energy from the sun. The plane started the trip in March 2015 from the United Arab Emirates. It landed in Hawaii last July but was forced to stay in the islands after the plane's battery system sustained heat damage on its trip from Japan.
Now, Chief Meteorologist Scott Dean with your Storm Track 3 forecast.
Well, that was certainly some cool video there of that plane as we're looking at temperatures that are very pleasant right now. Looking at low 70s all the way across the board, 72 on top of a rooftop, all the way inland where it's 72. And you can also see there's been a little bit of rain in some areas. We talked about this yesterday that we could see a few spotty showers and thunder showers, and that is exactly what happened. Most of those have been inland, and one last batch of showers now moving out of the viewing area, now in southern Sampson County, pushing into Duplin County, where there's been a few lightning strikes, a few rumbles of thunder, as you can see over towards the Harrells area as it's pushing along Highway 41 over towards Wallace and Rose Hill. Right now, 72 also at the Wilmington Airport with mostly cloudy skies at the moment. Look at the dew point. It's come up into the low 60s. That's why it feels a little bit more humid out there. South to southeast winds bringing in that Atlantic moisture at 17 miles an hour. And temperatures where it has rained recently, Elizabethtown, you're down to 69, but other areas in the 70s. Whiteville, you had some showers earlier on. You've rebounded back up to 75 degrees. And the beach forecast for tomorrow, all in all, not a bad day, as temperatures will be in the low 70s. You will have to worry, you'll have to be concerned a little bit about the rip current risk. That's going to be at moderate levels with those south winds at 15 miles an hour, and the surf water temperature is slowly increasing, now up to 66 at Johnny Mercer Pier. Looking at variably cloudy skies across the area, you see that one little batch of showers that the models did a very good job of picking up on yesterday, but the main action is still well off to the west with an area low pressure now in Iowa with the trailing cold front and a lot of moisture streaming out ahead of that front that'll be moving into our area later on into tomorrow. Now, our Pinpoint Futurecast model shows for the most part the showers have ended tonight, and we'll see partly cloudy skies early, but then increasing clouds and becoming mostly cloudy tomorrow. Now, while this model run doesn't have a lot of showers across the area during the morning, I think it is possible there could be a few showers, but the better chances, the chances for rain will start to gradually or steadily increase as we go through the day. And it looks like tomorrow evening into tomorrow night will be the best chance for seeing some rain, and there could be some lingering showers during the morning on Saturday. Then as some energy comes down from the north, there could be a shower developing during the afternoon on Saturday. So Saturday does not look like a washout, but I can't rule out that there will be a shower that you may have to contend with. And then once that area of moisture goes by, we clear out, and Sunday is looking fantastic. Temperatures out there for tomorrow should be in the mid to upper 70s, and we'll be close to that again on Saturday. And then on Sunday, looks like we'll be a little bit cooler, but still very, very pleasant. Looking at temperatures tonight, that'll stay quite mild in the low 60s, low to mid 60s with partly to mostly cloudy skies. And those showers have pretty much ended for the most part. As we go through tomorrow, chance for some showers, and the chance will gradually increase as we go into the afternoon, into the evening, and I won't rule out a possible thunderstorm mixed in with the showers as well, with temperatures generally in the upper 70s, mid 70s, closer to the beaches. Here's your 7-day forecast, and there's that 40% chance for a few showers on Saturday. And then after we go through Saturday, which won't be a washout, Sunday is looking fantastic with highs in the upper 70s. And look at next week, we start to warm into the 80s, and I know, Hannah, you like that because you love to go to the beach and enjoy that sun, and I know a lot of folks are looking forward to that as well.
Those temperatures make me so happy.
Yeah, it's been a long winter, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think we're all ready to see at least warmer temperatures.
Yes, and sunshine as well.
Yes, thank you, Scott. Mother's Day is coming, and there is still time for you to win some cool stuff to give to her. Enter our Mommy and Me photo contest sponsored by the Bump and Beyond and Kid to Kid. Just go to WWAYTV3.com and submit a photo of you and your mom or you and your kid through Sunday, May 8th, Mother's Day, by the way. Then on Monday, May 9th, right here on Good Evening Wilmington, we'll do a drawing and announce the winner of $100 gift cards to each of our sponsors, Head to our website for more details. Women, nature could be your fountain of youth. What a new study says about living in areas that have more green. And which grocery store is your favorite? We have the most popular in the country next. Living closer to nature could help women live longer. A new study suggests a link between areas with a lot of greenery and a lower mortality rate among women. Researchers looked at data from more than 100,000 women in the U.S. over an 8-year period. They compare the number of deaths in the group to satellite imagery, analyzing the different levels of vegetation nationwide. They also accounted for risk factors such as age, ethnicity, and tobacco use. They found that for lush areas, women had a 12% lower mortality rate than in areas with the least amount of vegetation. The study's authors say reasons could include less air pollution and the potential for higher physical activity. General Motors' first quarter profit more than doubled as all of its business units posted improved numbers, including record pre-tax earnings in North America. The automaker earned just under $2 billion even after a $500 million cash investment in the ride-sharing company Lyft. After paying $60 million to settle stockholder lawsuits over the ongoing ignition switch debacle, GM earned $1.26 per share. That easily beat expectations from experts on Wall Street. Southwest Airlines has notched a record first quarter profit of $511 million as it packed more people onto planes. Southwest has been adding flights and bigger planes, but passenger traffic grew faster than Southwest added seats. The Dallas carrier says 80.5% of seats were filled on the average flight, and that the solid bookings have continued into April. Wegmans is America's favorite grocery store, according to a survey of more than 10,000 shoppers. There's no Wegmans around here, but Publix is coming soon, and it came in second, followed by Trader Joe's. It's the first time in 4 years Trader Joe's didn't come out on top. Customers said Publix had the best items in stock, and Trader Joe's ranked first for cashier courtesy. Walmart, the largest grocer in the U.S., came in last out of 15 stores on the list. Coming up on Good Evening Wilmington, we take a look back at the iconic musician Prince and his impact on the music industry around the world. And coloring isn't just for kids, how locals are using it to get some peace of mind.
And yo, kiss. Rendition and
Chicago's Shed Aquarium witnessed a special delivery earlier this week, the birth of a Pacific white-sided dolphin. The calf is the first for new mom Cottrell. She delivered her 25-pound and 3-foot-long baby Monday morning after 3 hours of labor. The calf won't get a name until it passes certain milestones during its first year, like learning how to eat a whole fish. Daniel, I don't think it matters what the species. Babies are cute.
Babies are cute. Baby dolphins. Look at the little guy with his mama.
And eating a whole fish to get a name. That's,
Yes.